Davis Shore wins for the first time on PGA Tour Canada, a one-shot victory. He now joins us on the line. Davis, welcome to Golf Talk Canada.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We are great, but not as good as you. Congratulations on the victory, man. Take us through your performance. What went right for you throughout the week?
I appreciate that, guys. I mean, TPC Toronto is an unbelievable track, and the condition of the golf course was just perfect. So, I had a good feeling even just starting the week playing practice rounds. I played the event last year, and I had a good feeling just because it was already one I marked on the calendar, one of my favorite golf courses I play all year. So, had a really good feeling starting the week.
Davis, huge eagle coming down the stretch at 14. You get it to 19 under. You end up winning by one. Did you have a number in your head that you thought you had to get to? Were you thinking that far ahead? Because that can also be a trap door. Or were you just going one shot at a time?
Yeah, well, obviously, you do just try to play one shot at a time. But, even before the day started, I kind of had in my head if I can get it to 20 under or beyond that, I was going to be safe. I didn't really think there was really anybody out there. Or, if I got to 20 under, I felt like someone was going to shoot the round of the tournament to beat me, So that was kind of what I had in mind. And, yeah, that eagle got me to 20 under. So that was huge, just because the wind was starting to pick up at that point. A little bit of a front kind of came through, and it cooled off a little and got a cold north wind blowing there in our face. So, like, those holes coming in were not playing easy.
You mentioned it right there with the weather, and we've had a bit of a strange summer here in the Greater Toronto area, where it's either been really warm, sometimes it's been a little chilly, sometimes we've seen a lot of rain, thunder, electricity. I know you had to battle through a couple of different delays, the elements. What's that like for you as you're looking for your first win on PGA Tour Canada?
Yeah, well, we actually got a little bit fortunate. We had quite a few delays on Saturday, but when we actually played in the later afternoon, the weather was pretty nice there. So the course was wet, but the staff did a great job of getting the golf course in shape for us to play. It still played like really, really nice, even though there was a lot of rain there. I guess that was Saturday morning. So, yeah, it really ended up being okay. When we actually played, we're on the golf course. We stayed dry and the conditions were great. I actually liked that little bit of a cool breeze. It felt good. I live down in South Florida now, and it's pretty hot this time of year, so that north wind kind of is a welcome feeling for me right now.
We're with Davis Shore, our latest winner on PGA Tour Canada. He got it done at TPC Osprey Valley, TPC Toronto yesterday, 19 under par. What a huge move, Davis. 88 spots in the chase for the Fortinet Cup, now projecting moving into the sixth spot. We know that, the top of the food chain is kind of where you want to be, certainly top five. Looking back at your schedule, man, you've played in a lot of different countries this year. Nice little finish in March and April. I'm assuming that's PGA Tour Latino America, where you went T4 and second. And then recently, not being able to create that form. So what happened this week? Did you feel this coming, or maybe you can just give an idea to our listeners of how thin the line is from a T40 or a T25 to going out and winning? I mean, everybody out there can play, and it's a shot here and a shot there, or maybe just one thought sometimes.
Yeah, I had a good stretch there, kind of in the middle of the season on Latin American Tour. Definitely boosted my confidence a little bit. And I actually had one good tournament in Colombia that I ended up not having to finish. I got into the final group, and then I had a poor final round, so the finish didn't really reflect. I was actually kind of in contention, until Sunday. But I think I learned a lot just from being in the final group there and having a poor round. I think, kind of drew from that experience, like, okay, we're going to learn from that, and then we're going to kind of feel more comfortable next time I'm in that position. But, I had my last couple of weeks, I've had a couple, kind of 25th sort of place finishes where I actually really played really well, just didn't putt very well. And I kind of figured some stuff out with my putting, and that was a big difference. I had like my best putting round all year on Friday of this week. and that boosted my confidence a lot. And like you said, the line is fine. I mean, everybody on this tour, hits it great. So it's really just very small details that you have to pay attention to, right? Who can get hot with the putter? Who can avoid the mistakes that kill your momentum? That's the difference.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now, obviously, it was a big, big day for you, but how about your former college teammate, too, Lee Hodges? You guys win on the same day. What's it like for you to see your former teammate also get it done?
It's just awesome. I mean, it was a big day for Alabama golf. I know our coach was just thrilled. I got a lot of texts about it from teammates and coaches, and yeah, I mean, it was just really cool, and I learned a lot from Lee. I played with him. I mean, he's like such a good and an awesome guy as well. So yeah, that was cool, and I saw they asked him about it in the press conference after he played. That was a pretty special moment to hear him talk about me and everything right after he had just had his big day. I don't know, that just it's been a lot. And yeah, I mean, he was a guy I looked up to for sure, being a senior when I first got to school, and being an incredible player. So I feel like I learned a lot from his game in that year, and it's just cool to see now having success on the PGA Tour and kind of knowing where I stack up against that gives you a lot of confidence.
Oh, it must give you a ton of confidence. Now, before we let you go, I always love to ask the winners on PGA Tour Canada this question. So you go on, you win the tournament, you win by one shot, you hug the caddy, have the media conference, everything, the works, and then you pull out your phone. What was the reaction like from friends and family looking at your phone for the first time after tapping in for the dub?
Oh man, yeah, I had so many messages. I mean, it probably took me like 3 hours to go through everything, last night and into this morning, just between all the messages and, there was social media, all that stuff. It's pretty cool just to see how many people out there rooting me on. Because, golf can be a little bit of a lonely sport sometimes. We're out here on the road by ourselves, and it's easy to forget how many people are rooting for you and how many people are watching what you're doing. So it just means a lot to see all of that. And I have great friends and family around me, and yeah, it just all the love and support coming in after the win was pretty cool to see.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, hey, you moved up to sixth in the Fortinet Cup standings. Now you got a big stretch ahead of you on PGA Tour Canada. Davis, congratulations on a life-changing win for you. And who knows, maybe if you win again this season, we'll have you back on the show to debrief yet another W. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.